Tristan Tate is humiliating himself again with embarrassing lies. All of you guys who still somehow support the Tates should demand better of these clowns. They could easily be honest about their case and what they are charged with and declare that they are innocent. But instead they non-stop lie to their audience about their case and their charges. It is absolutely fair to take this as an admission of guilt. At a recent court hearing, some reporters asked Tristan some questions, and he jumped at the opportunity to dribble some verbal diarrhea.
After more than 2 years, you'll find out today if there will be a trial in your first file. How do you feel about that?
You know, I don't think that any country in the world should be able to arrest and hold people prisoner for years before you even decide if there's going to be a trial or not, if there's evidence or not. I understand.
Just unbelievable, whining and lying off the jump. You have not been imprisoned for 2 years, you absolute whiny baby. The Tates spent a 3-month period locked up in pre-trial detention after their December 2022 arrest to ensure that they could not flee or tamper with the investigation. Everyone who said this was so unfair for the Tates should be saying the same thing about Diddy being held pre-trial for sex trafficking charges. Tristan's claim that they are only now deciding if there is evidence and if there is going to be a trial is ridiculous. For the first Romanian case, which this hearing was about, a judge ruled back in April that it can proceed to trial. These current hearings are the Tates appealing this. As for the evidence, there are over 70,000 pages worth of evidence in the first case. When the judge sent the case to trial in April, they rejected every request from the Tate's lawyers to have pieces of evidence removed from the case as unfounded, and approved 100% of the evidence to go ahead to trial. Tristan is talking shit.
Limitations, I get that the process here is slow, but for me there's no bad outcome today. If they say we're going to trial, wonderful. I will love to go to trial.
This is a common one we hear from both Tristan and Andrew. We're happy to go to trial. In fact, we want to go to trial and get this over and done with to prove how innocent we are to everyone. What these guys say publicly is very different to what they and their lawyers say in the courtroom. They are using every possible tactic to delay the start date of this trial. They have appealed every decision as many times as they possibly can, and they caused the most recent delay in this court hearing where this interview took place. The court documents show that Tate's lawyers were requesting to bring in more evidence to justify the case file being sent back to DCOT. This caused another delay and another hearing scheduled for the 29th of this month. Romanian journalist Mircea Babu asked Tristan outside the courthouse why he was saying this when his side were the ones causing the delays.
You did, but it's been almost 2 years since you've been arrested, right?
I wish I had this day in court 2 years ago, bro. But
your lawyers are still using these legal tricks to postpone the trial.
These things take forever in Romania, bro, and I can't wait for the end result. I can't wait.
They take forever because also your lawyers are using all kinds of legal tricks.
Probably going to shock you in the BBC as soon as the results come out. I can't wait for your apology. You're not a bad guy, Mircea. I look forward to your apology.
Fair to say that didn't go down well. Okay, back to more of Tristan's bullshit.
Trial. The woman who accused me confessed to falsely accusing me. She literally confessed, and I can't wait to finally show that to a judge after 2 or 3 years. We have my 2 false accusers who, again, confessed to lying about me. I want everyone to look this up. Spy News. I'll send it to all of you right now. I have it on my phone. Spy News actually published it. They say in their messages, the only 2 girls who've ever said I've done anything wrong, said in their messages.
I need to stop Trissy for a minute here. He really wants us to think that there are only 2 women who have accused him of any crimes. This is flat out rubbish. Between the two cases in Romania, so far, 11 women have given statements against the Tate brothers and are classified as injured parties. Given the ongoing nature of the second investigation, this is only so far what we know of. We also know that Andrew has been caught recorded on jail phone calls, trying to bribe, intimidate, and pressure victims into lying to DCOT and into not attending hearings. Andrew picked up another charge for this called influencing statements. There could well be more women willing to testify against the Tate brothers if it wasn't for all of this. Okay, go on, Tristan.
Wrong. Said in their messages, I will lie to the police. I will wear sunglasses to look like I'm a victim. We're going to get a Netflix TV series after this. We should win Oscars for how we lie to the cops and manipulate the Romanian system. And you know what's...
What a brain-dead idiot. He's still bringing up these lies that have been long debunked. In February of 2023, some of the Tate's Twitter propaganda accounts like Suleiman Ahmed released some chopped up, out of context text exchanges between the US and Moldovan-based victims in the first case. They showed the women talking about acting and playing dumb. Tate's puppets like Suleiman showed these chopped up segments of text messages that are in evidence and spread the lie that it was the women planning to lie to DCOT to frame the Tates. Unfortunately for these absolute knuckleheads, we got the full text exchanges. They show that the women were planning to lie to the Tates to escape. The US victim's messages with her family that were taken out of context actually reveal that she believed the Tates were evil people, she believed they were definitely trafficking women, that she was trying to get the Moldovan victim out, that she believed the women there were brainwashed and under their control, and it was very clear that she and her family believed that her escape was a dangerous situation. And Tristan, the brain-dead idiot, in his desperation, keeps bringing this up, thinking that drawing attention to these text exchanges is going to help him.
News and everybody who called me all these horrible names is going to be shocked at the evidence that the prosecutors have and all the proof I have, of course, that exonerates me.
Is there any proof that the prosecutors have against you?
There can't be any proof against me because I've never committed any crimes. The prosecutors have found nonsense and tried to spin it off as evidence. We have my two false...
There can't be any proof against me because I've never committed any crimes. This seems to be Tristan playing into the childish, there's no evidence conspiracy. In the first case alone, there are over 75,000 pages of evidence. And there is far more in the second, much larger case. Not only that, there is clear evidence of Tristan himself committing crimes. WhatsApp group messages pulled directly from their devices showed Tristan ordering Luana and Georgiana to beat one of the women. He told them to throw her out because she didn't want to make pornography anymore, saying, "Hit her if you have to, I don't care, don't let her take her things." And throw her out with nothing. "Georgiana, you've seen me do this 10 times. Georgiana then did assault the woman. She attacked her, choking her, pushing her into furniture, and pulled her arm up in the air, deliberately trying to rip out the stitches in her fresh breast implant surgery. Tristan got a charge of inciting violence for this incident, and Georgiana got a charge of her own for the assault. Unfortunately for Tristan, there is devastating evidence of him committing crimes.
Astronomical. These two people have no respect for the Romanian system. They have no respect for this country. They will never even come back to this country. You think if it's a trial, this woman from Miami, who was here for 5 days, is going to fly back here and lie in front of a Romanian judge? Absolutely not. If there is a trial, you think these people are even going to show up? Never, ever. I would bet my life on it. So the fact that
I don't know why Tristan thinks he's doing something here, but obviously she's well within her right to zoom in for the trial, and why the hell wouldn't she?
So the fact that I have stood here steadfast, I have not left the country, despite the fact that my lawyers even said in court, this is a Schengen zone. I could leave if I wanted to, illegally. I could have fled. I have stayed here because Romania is my home, it's my country, I've shown nothing but respect for it.
Tristan's lawyers told him that he could have fled the country illegally if he wanted to, but because he didn't, we should tell him he's such a good boy. The Tate brothers are absolute embarrassment. You can be sure that if their lips are moving, they are making fools of themselves with the most embarrassing lies possible. The fact that every single thing Andrew or Tristan say about their cases or their charges is a lie absolutely can and should be taken as admissions of guilt.
For it, and all of the system that's tried to destroy my life. But the people who wrote this accusation and the prosecutors who took it seriously have some serious questions to answer, whether it be in a trial or whether it be in some type of inquest after this file gets dismissed. Thank you.